Hello, so this is your task 3 for your research project now. So we've gone over the task 4. So for task 3, it's 1,000 words that you're going to be doing, and it is an evaluation. Okay, so when we're evaluating, we are we're going to be looking at your actual research project pretty much all together. So it could be looking at your methodology, looking at your final research paper. So we're looking at basically the success or failure of these here. So in your module handbook, it is very detailed as to what it is you need to do here. Okay, so we're pretty much looking at what went well, what didn't, and maybe why. So some of the overview will consist of looking at your project planning. So that's your methodology. So it could be your research question, it could be your aims, your objectives of your paper, it could be the area you wanted to specifically research on. Okay, so your reliability, your ethics, validity. You've got the aims, objectives of your project, your findings that you found. So it would obviously include your interview when you interviewed a client or health and social care professional. The benefits of your project, the difficulties and your conclusions that you came to. So you're looking at what went well, what didn't, and looking at why. So one particular problem that sometimes people have is we have a very exciting research question that you want to look at, but there's very little literature available on it because it's maybe so new and quite current. So it could be like looking at electronic abuse that takes place among younger people, so maybe looking at social media and obviously what implications that might have, but because it's quite new there might be very little research done on it at this current moment. So it's one little example there we might have. Okay, so this is what you need to be doing for the first part here, and then once you've finished looking at this bit, we need to be looking at the recommendations and future considerations. So for example, did your conclusion lead you to any recommendations that you found? So earlier on we looked at the care for older people with dementia. What did you find from that? Is it that staff need to be better trained? If so, did you need to think about creating a new research question to help you with that? Because it's taken you away from your initial research question that you had. So what we're hoping here is that this project is fluid, it's getting you to think about, and sometimes your conclusion might not necessarily link to the research question. It might start to take you away from a different kind of project of investigation you might want to do. Number 2, if continue to have interest in the topic, what else would you look at doing? It could be about linking to your own CPD. So did you go to any conferences, any touring events to help you with this project? What do you maybe want to do next time if you want to continue to do research in your health and social care? And it also could be about the use of personal tutor. It might be that you maybe didn't use your personal tutor as much as you wanted to. If so, why? What would you do there? What would you do better for next time? So this is about looking at what went well, what didn't, and looking at why as well. So there's some really useful research in the leadership and health and social care book. We've also got Gilbert here, but what I don't want to see is that I did perfect with a research question, the conclusion was brilliant, aims objectives were fantastic, because it won't have been the case at all. So it could be that maybe your research question was good, but your aims objectives wasn't. It didn't really match your research question as much as it should have. Or it could be that maybe you had a very sticking point with in relation to ethics and validity and reliability, that you might want to maybe think about strengthening that for next time because you didn't really consider this as much as you should have. Okay, so this is what you need to do for this for the report. It's 1,000 words. Okay, I'm hoping that you'll find this quite easy because pretty much task 4 and task 1 is usually the hardest. The evaluation bit's quite easy because you've done your project now. It's usually quite fresh in your mind. So this is what you need to do. Please just refer to your module handbook for any further guidance. Thank you.